guys, what's up and welcome back to the Toy Barn Homestead. I am so excited about all of this that I'm gonna kind of run through and explain to you guys really quickly. We're gonna do another video on the whole barn tour in a few weeks, but I have a workbench, I have my pegboard, which I think I've showed you guys before, and we have my microscope out here, I have lights, I have the barn stalls, I have a stool that I can sit at my table with. So it's all very exciting. I think we're going to be doing a lot more content in here with the goats and with Raina birthing her pups and stuff. So very exciting stuff. But onto today's video, we are going to be getting my goat birthing kit ready. We have a couple of does that are going to be due here soon, so we are getting our kit ready. There's a couple things that I need to go and pick up from the store, and I wanted to go through the list of everything that I put in my birthing kit, why I use it, what I need it for, all that kind of stuff. So let's get into it. Okay, so I have my birthing kit list here. And I'm just going to go through each thing I have on here and talk to you guys about why I use it, what I need it for. So first things first is potty pads. These are just regular puppy training pads. You put them under your goat when she is giving birth. And this just helps to keep things clean. It's easy enough. They're disposable to just throw away. You can get them really cheap at the dollar store, and they're just nice and easy to keep things clean. I just keep a couple in my kit, and then I have the whole pack in the loft here. And gloves, again, I keep a couple in my kit, but I have my whole box here. These are just blue nitrate gloves, and I get them in a large because if I need Tyler to throw something on, then we have them in a size to fit all. These are not sterile gloves. They are just to keep your hands clean whilst you're doing whatever you may need to be doing. So I have those. Lube, if you do have to go in, then this is great to have. As you can tell, I have not used it very often because I don't have to typically go in. Needles and syringes. So let me go show you that here. So here in my pegboard, I have all my needles there. As you can tell, I need to restock. My syringes are supposed to go here. I think I have one oral syringe there. So I am needing to do a restock. That's why I said I'm probably gonna have to go to Tractor Supply today and do a restock of some needles and syringes. Side note, if you hear a bunch of racket, Waylon is wide awake. So we're just working with it. Okay, so next on our list after the needles and syringes is keeping my old iPhone charged. So it's not charged right now, but this is my baby monitor. So I have an app on my phone. Typically this is in Waylon's room, and I have an app on my phone that connects through the cloud. So I can see what's going on. So if we're laboring middle of the night, then I have the baby monitor that I can make sure everything's going good on. I also have Tyler's old iPhone, which we typically use to do a lot of recording on, and that is something that I'll keep out to record. So that's the iPhones. Paper towels, can never go wrong with too many paper towels. We need a restock of paper towels in here. We need to do a big restock for this breeding season. Clean old towels. I have tons of rags and old towels and stuff because you never know when you're gonna need them. Thermometer. I always buy thermometers this time of year, and they stay wherever they're supposed to stay and then they disappear. So we need to buy a new thermometer. Scissors, again, I always have scissors, but they always disappear. So I need to get some scissors in here. Iodine for dipping babies' cords. Also just helps to keep things disinfected. Bottle nipples. So the little red and yellow nipples that you give to the babies if you're gonna bottle feed them. If they need to get some colostrum in, that's just a really good thing to have in your kit. Never know when you're gonna need them. I've had many a times where I've come outside and there's babies on the floor and mom has nothing to do with them. So nipples, empty soda bottles, we'll start collecting those over the next couple weeks so that we have some in here. Electrolytes. I had electrolytes sitting around here, but I don't know where they've gone, so I'll probably have to pick up some more electrolytes. Molasses. I do have molasses. I typically like to give mom, after she's birthed, a nice big bucket of warm water with some molasses. It just keeps her hydrated, gives her a little bit of a boost of energy because she's got a long road of raising babies ahead of her. Milking supplies, so I'll have a clean mason jar and I'll just stuff that with a couple of milking supplies so that if we do need to milk out colostrum from mom, we can do that easily and we don't have to be running back and forth into the house. Probiotics, again for mom, and I have them here. So we have probiotics just after birth, just to help things. The digestive tract is kind of in, not necessarily distress, but a lot of stuff has just happened. So to reduce the stress, we go ahead and just give some probiotics. Suction bulb, which I need to pick up. That's just like what they have them for babies for like the snot suckers. And then dewormer, which I have up here. So I don't have to put it in my basket, but this is gonna be what goes into the stall with me. So I have everything readily accessible. So this is my birthing stall. I have two. One of them only has a rubber mat in at the moment. So we have sawdust now. This one is ready to go. First things first, we need lights. So that just helps me to see things. It just makes life a lot easier if we have lights in here. So now we have lights thanks to Tyler hooking everything up off grid. I have my bucket here. So this is my water bucket for mom. Make sure if you're gonna have a water bucket in your stall that it's hanging up off the ground, because otherwise you risk having babies knocking it over and getting wet and getting cold and getting hypothermic, or you also have the risk of babies ending up in the water bucket. So this will come out during birthing. It just gives us a little more room to work in, with the effect that we also can take out this middle partition that I'll show you guys in a minute. So we have the water bucket there. It's on a hook that can easily come off and on. And that will be filled. I won't fill it to the top with water. I'll fill it about 3/4 of the way so mom can still get a drink when she needs it, and babies aren't getting stuck in it, under it, getting soaked in it. Other thing I have here is a double feeding dish. So I'll put some minerals in one side and then I'll go ahead and put her feed in the other side, and she'll get fed probably twice a day, one after she's had her kids. And then yeah, so this is the stall. It's easy enough for me to bring a wheelbarrow in and clean it out every day, and I can let mom and baby out whilst we're cleaning up and then get them back in there. And we will have the second stall in case we need, if we have another birthing going on whilst we've got kids in here and whatnot. So that will be the final piece to getting all of this done. So let me show you guys the partition, how it comes out. All right, so this is the partition here, and it comes, it's not the easiest thing to slide out, but it completely comes out. So then this is gonna be really ideal for when Raina has her puppies. They have a lot bigger of a space to be in. And then the puppies aren't, if Raina needs a bit of a break, they're not going to be able to get over this for a couple of weeks. So this just gives pups and Raina a little more space. And then again, if we need to replace it, because we have goats being born, slides back in. So yeah, so that is my birthing stalls. Very pleased with it. So now we are going to get ourselves ready. I say now, we're not going to get ourselves ready. We are going to close up in here, and get Waylon down for a nap, do some stuff in the house, and then when he wakes up, we're going to go ahead and go to Tractor Supply and pick up some of our other supplies to get in our birthing kit. So Miss Ethel over here is our first mama due to kid. I actually wasn't aware that she was even bred until probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but she is getting closer by the day, so we should be expecting some kids from her very soon. She's actually also been one of my first goats that I have been able to physically feel her ligaments, so I'm aware of when they're gone, because I've never been able to feel it before. I've always checked them, but now I can feel it and I know when they're going to be gone, which means it's going to make life a lot easier for knowing when babies are coming. Okay, so a lot has happened. Last week, Tyler was home like all week and it was nice. Waylon had a great time, but then he went to work and now Waylon is like, can't do anything unless he's holding my hand. So my plan was, when I started filming this, was to go to Tractor Supply and get all of my supplies, take you guys along with me. That didn't happen. I eventually went to Tractor Supply. I got my supplies and Waylon screamed the place down. So this is like 2 days later and I'm gonna take you guys through what it is I have bought and all of that other stuff. Okay, so there's a couple things that I missed because my brain has not been capable of doing much, but I didn't get a thermometer. I do have a thermometer in the house, so I'm gonna bring that out. I did get electrolytes. So this is a multi-species electrolyte. On the back here, it has the different animals, the different feeding instructions. So for adult animals, which is what I'll use it for unless I need to use it for a baby, but I probably won't. So I have them in here. I got 2 packs, so I just threw one in here. And what else? Oh, so I got syringes that I don't have the packaging for because I threw it out, but I got the 3 cc of 3 mLs, and these are Luger slips, so they don't have the lock on them. Pain, but Tractor Supply had nothing. So giant pain, but this is what I'm dealing with. And then I refilled my needles, so I am filled up with 20s. I typically go for the 1/2 inch. I don't know if you can see it in there, rather than the 1.5 inch. I have, oh, that's a 1 inch. The 22s I have in a 1 inch. I don't want to go, like, all they had was 1/2 inch or 1.5 inch. And I don't want to go for 1.5 because it's just too much needle. So I got the 1/2 inch. I have scissors in the camper. I'm gonna go and get them right now. Okay, so back to it. So I have my scissors. These are bandage scissors. I like them just because they're not pointy and sharp. So I am able to not stab anybody, because knowing me, under a stressful situation, someone will get stabbed. So I have those. These are the nipples I was talking about. So I have a couple of those in here as well. Suction bulb I did not get. And then the only other thing I got to get in here is my milking supplies. That's about it. So this is my kit, all stocked up and ready to go. I think I'm going to be using this sooner than I thought. So I checked Ethel's ligaments yesterday afternoon and they were gone. I checked them yesterday morning and they were definitely there. So yesterday afternoon they were gone. So I was up for several hours last night checking on her. Nothing has come as of yet. Typically they say somewhere around the 24-hour mark once the ligaments have disappeared. So I'm thinking sometime this afternoon, this evening, she might go, hopefully. Or once again, I have read the signs wrong. But we will see what happens there. So yeah, so this is my kit all set up and everything else is ready. I have all the phones charged, the Jackery is charged, and we're just waiting. Just waiting now. So I have Ethel, and then Snickers will be the first week in December along with Raina. So yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, follow us on Instagram, and we will hopefully be having some birthing videos for you guys very soon. I'm very excited about that. This is going to be my first birthing season, not outside. I mean, I'm outside, but I'm in the barn. I could not be more ecstatic about it. So it's going to be a very good birthing season, I am hopeful for. So until next time.